Hi, I'm going to show you how to fix an Xbox 360 controller. First, well, as you can see there, the spring thing is broken. And first you need to take out the screws. And you will need a kit with all these screw taper outers. And you will need T8. And you put it in this thing, and taking it. Okay. Got one screw out. And you should always have a bowl for the screws so you don't lose them. Just two more. The T8 wasn't working. It was too short for this last one. And you will need a flat screwdriver for the last two on the bottom. After that, you take the battery out, and there is a little screw hidden under the scanning tag. So just lift that up and unscrew it with the T8. Okay. Just take that screw out and then pull it apart. As you can see, there are some springs here and all this other stuff. Now we got to the point of the printed circuit board. So we'll just dump it out here. There it will now just pick all these up and put them all just in the bowl and pull this off, because this is the piece we are trying to fix, and then just unplug try to be careful, unplug these circular things, and okay, and then just put it in the bowl. Just wobble it on out. Come out. Okay, so just put the other one in there, and this is the piece that we are trying to fix. And I've taken everything off the printed circuit board, and as you can see, it's in the bowl. And we need to take this part right here off, and you will need a soldering iron and something to grip this on, and a solder sucker. So you put this piece right there, so it is gripped on to one of the holders, and the other one onto the other thing there. So I am going to weld the triangle thing and suck it with this solder sucker. And there. That is how it would supposed to look when you are finished doing yours. Reset it. Okay. Let's keep doing the whole square. Like that. Okay. Good. Set it. Once once you sucked all the solder out of the little circuit things, this should be loose. Just pull it out like that. Now you've loosened it off of this, and you have to take something like this and try to get these little tabs, all 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one was already started, so just try to get that. Once you've loosened all of the little tabs, you carefully take out the white bit, and there it is. There is the inside. So after you've taken the white cover off, you will find that this white round piece is pushed in. Ew. It should be up like that, not pushed in, and you can push it in like that. And next you should take this whole plastic part out. Just set that aside and take the white and the spring out, and then to make sure it's running smoothly, just get a knife and get all of that stuff off. After you're done scraping it with the knife, just set the knife aside over there and put some grease, silicone grease, all around this and on it. Just dip your finger in and put it all around it. Okay. So after you put the grease on, just start putting on the spring, and then put the white thing on, and put the plastic part right back up on here. Okay? Once you put everything back on, just dip your finger in, not too much, but just enough, and put it right on the white circle. Okay? And then just put this back like this. Okay. Ew. Well, you have to make sure both things are in place before you put this on. And you just put it like that and like that. Okay, that's good. And then just bend the tabs back with a screwdriver or something. Okay, so don't bend these over. My mistake. Just bend these small ones over. Okay. Okay. After you bend all these tabs over, you just make sure it's working. See how it springs back to the middle? That's what wasn't happening before. So after you make sure it's working and do that, you just put this back into the printed circuit board. Just make sure all of the pokey things are in its holes. And this is my first time soldering, so you just have to make sure the iron is on the circuit board before you put the solder in. Okay. Okay. Oops. Okay, then do the next one. Okay. So I'm doing the last 3 quickie things. So, yep, there. 1, 2, 3. Oops, I messed up. Good. Okay, now we have to put all the other parts back on and this. So just start putting everything back on. And these have like special little things and ways to put them in. So if it doesn't fit, then that means it's in the wrong hole. So just and every one. Okay, there, that one fits. See how it fits? If it doesn't fit, it's like that, and if it does fit, it sinks in like that. And remember to put that in. Okay. Oops. Okay, that fits. And there are 2 more. There we go. Oops. Okay. Good. And then you just start putting everything back into its place. So just put that. And put these 2 right in here. And then you have to plug these into the printed circuit board. And then you can put this rubber on. And this goes on like that. And you put this, right, this little bar right here, back on. But then this right here, you make sure these are on the top and put it in like that. And plug the motors in. Oops. Good. And then this, plug both of them in this little slot right there. Okay. Ooh. Try not to do that. I forgot to put the little things on. So just see that, you just put that right in here. And the other one up here. And see how it has a special shape, you just have to put it in the right way. Okay, and then put the circuit board back on. Oops. Okay. 1 second. Okay, there. Just put that one back on. Okay. Okay. Make sure this one is on, right? Right on. There, good. Once you get the circuit board in, don't put the controller on the desk or whatever, or table, because the bubbly things are going to like push the circuit board up. So just don't do that. And once everything's in, just put the cover on and push back the springs when you do it. So then push it down. Okay. Let's have to hear that click. Now start putting the screws back in. Remember, it's the T8. Okay. Oop. Make sure to hold it together. Hold the controller together so it doesn't fall apart. Okay, so just okay. Good. Remember the one under the battery, and just like that. Good. And then just use these 2 other ones with the screwdriver. That's not fully tight. Okay. After you get the back on, you get the battery and just put it in. After you put the back on, you just put the battery in and it's ready to go. And just make sure both springs are working. Okay, and then press the button to make sure it's working. Okay, and that's how you fix an Xbox 360 controller joystick.